and we are officially on for Artist Swap Talk Shop, episode 2.
Yes, sir.
White FeVeR. That's a little shout-out joke to our boy Alan.
White FeVeR.
White FeVeR in the house is... well, the story I had, it was we were talking, he came out, was like, what are you guys talking about, Duke and White FeVeR?
White FeVeR.
So we said we're going to name the second episode White FeVeR.
It sound like a
disco, right?
Like
Is that
a
what you
disco
said?
song back in the 80s and 70s or something.
I'm excited, man. Obviously, sorry people that it took so long to create another episode. But good news is we have a new human being in this world, and that is my son, Austin Mateo Sadis, which we are fucking just over the moon about, man.
Yes, sir. That's great news. Congratulations again to you and the wife for a healthy baby boy.
So thank you.
Yep.
It's been a rough ride, but now I'm sorry. It hasn't been a rough ride. It's been a fun and an interesting ride, I should say, more or less. But my daughter's just fucking in love, bro, and you know we just been taking it in, man.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
And it's fucking weird too, cause like, I mean, I want to say this in a way where I don't want to feel like I'm taking anything away from my daughter, but the feeling that is like just like, you know, I get to raise a boy now. You know what I mean? It's a little bit different. But I'm excited, and I'm excited to get back to talking with my boy Duke over here, talking about the things that we like to talk about when we, you know.
Yeah, but that's real life stuff, though. Y'all expanding your family, so that's a good thing.
Yes, sir, it is.
And I know it got to be a great feeling to have a son. I got a daughter, so I can't relate, but I know it got to be a great feeling.
Well, up to 2 weeks ago, bro, I was on the same page as you. I couldn't have related, and now I can. But like I said, I'm not taking anything away from having a daughter, and it's obviously my daughter's uno in the family. You know, there's uno and dos. You know.
But now you got a namesake.
Yes.
Because your daughter going to eventually go on and get married and change her name.
She gonna marry some dickhead. She gonna marry some dickhead that I'm gonna pretend to like.
Don't put that out there. You want he all good.
I know. Please don't give me some
good.
fucking douchebag. I'm sorry. You know, I've been listening to a lot of different artists, man, getting ready for this show. And just, you know, obviously, before we even created the show, I just like listening to a lot of different shit. And man, I'm gonna say, I think we talked about this a little bit before, but yeah, dude, mainstream and underground, it's just two different wavelengths. You know what I mean? Like, they could talk about basically whatever the fuck they want to talk about without worrying about people saying, like, you know, you can't say that or you can't talk about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you go mainstream, let's face it, you gotta cut some shit. You know.
It's only certain things that they will allow you to say.
Yes, like
on the radio or.
Yes, like you're not
internet,
gonna be.
I guess, or YouTube.
You're not gonna be able to just cut loose and fucking talk about basically whatever the fuck you want to talk about. You know what I mean?
That's a good subject though, because I think that mainstream artists make music for different reasons that underground artists make it for. So.
Yeah, I would 100% agree with that.
And you can tell by how the music sounds.
Yeah, you definitely because you gotta remember too, and that's how can they program motherfuckers to like something
by playing it over and over.
Yeah,
and
so
over
how can they do that
again.
if they're talking about cooking, selling, fucking shooting, and you know what I mean? Like, you're totally right. It's a different writing process as everything. But then there is those artists like obviously we're gonna you get your bigger artists like Jay-Z, Eminem, or any of those guys. Those are the ones that they can basically talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about, whatever they want to talk about. Just because they're so big now that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean?
But they still play the game because they still make music that's kind of mainstream.
Yes.
They still make
mainstream.
I would say, mainstream
It's
music.
mainstream.
Music because that's probably the goal. It has to appeal to everybody so we can sell records.
Yes. Yes.
They can't make a whole album just spitting bars and no hooks or choruses.
Nothing. Because nobody's going to listen to that shit.
As fans, we going to love it, but the radio will be like, what the hell is this?
Well, yes, and then that separates, like, obviously that's why we're doing a show, because we don't just listen to music, we appreciate the shit that they write or the music they make or the story they're telling, while other motherfuckers just are like, oh, this is a good song. You know what I mean? Like, to us, it's more because we fully invest in when we like an artist. I mean, I know
and I'm just a fan of it.
Yes.
So I've been listening to rap music since I was probably 8 years old.
And I was just about to say, you are a big fan on your end of all the artists that you grew up with.
Too, so.
Oh, you did give it a shot. You never really told me about that. You gave it Duke gave it a run?
Long time ago.
Okay. And were you just not feeling yourself?
No, it just didn't work. I guess you got to be built for it. I jumped on stage at a talent show.
Okay.
Trying to be LL Cool J, and I just froze.
Froze up.
I froze.
Hey, man, stage fright, bro.
But the funny thing was, for like 3 weeks up until it was at a skating rink. The talent show was. I think the prize was probably like $25. So I was. The song was "I'm Bad." You know, "I'm Bad." He had the Kango on, the Adidas suit. So I had all that. I had the gold chain. I'm in the mirror every day. I knew the song backwards and forwards.
You practiced.
I just knew.
Dedicated.
Not only did I practice, I was a fan of the whole tape. So I was, back then we was playing tapes. I was just listening to it even before I knew about the talent show.
Nice, dude. Nice.
So the talent show came around. And I jumped on stage, and, if you never done it, you don't know what to expect. I had my back turned to the audience.
Yes.
So when they called my name and I turned around, it looked like it was a sea of people out there. And you know how the intro go,
yeah, you were like,
I couldn't get no words out of my mouth. I couldn't get nothing. That's the definition of choking is what I did. I stood in front of probably 400 people.
Papa Doc would have said you choked.
I probably let 2 verses go without saying a word. I finally said something on the 3rd verse.
So, would you say that kind of like set a fear in you, like from that day forward? You're like, fuck that.
Right there. After that, I was like, I don't never want to go on stage again. That right there. I was probably 11 years old. I would say 11 to 12 years old. So I was young.
Yeah, that's definitely is something that you gotta
be in you.
You gotta be in it. And like I said, man, I've never obviously
in front of a lot of people before.
500 was the biggest we had.
How'd you feel?
I felt great. I wanted
Any
more.
nerves?
No.
Because I hear artists all the time say they were still nervous, but they kind of go into a zone when they hit the stage.
Some people, it's different for different artists. And me personally, that shit makes me. I feed off of it. Oh God, dude, it's because like you could just see like the people that didn't even listen to that type of music just are amazed by what the fuck you're doing with your voice, and then the music that goes with it. I mean, obviously, I give mad props to my band members at the time. They knew how to make music. I knew how to put vocals to it, and that was actually my first band. That was our first, that was the one I thought was going to actually do something. You know what I mean? And then, 500 people, and that's
a lot of people.
Yeah, it was at actually, there was a bar over here in Crete called Ignorant Bliss a long time ago. Okay. And it used to be a bowling alley. It was a historic bowling alley / bar /
Was that where you started performing at?
Yeah, so our my buddy's dad, his friend actually bought the bar, so we knew the owner. Cool. And then we kind of said, hey man, he said, if you could get enough people, I'll let you guys do a night. Well, we dedicated ourselves for that show, dude. We got 500 people, but
was that just a one night, or you was doing it every week or once a month?
No, it was a one nighter.
Okay. That's still good though. That's impressive.
I think I felt like as a fucking garage band, I think we did it. 500 people for a garage band, I think you're fucking doing something.
Man, I salute anybody jumping up on stage and singing, rapping, dancing, whatever you're doing. That's not easy.
And it's not. It's
It's not
definitely.
easy.
It's but like we go back
And
to
I'm
talking
speaking
about
from
it.
experience. That's not easy.
Yeah, it's not. It's not easy to keep people entertained. And we'd have people come up to me us afterwards like,
Yeah, but
I've never
before you
heard
entertain
shit like
somebody,
that.
you got to get past your own fears and self-doubt.
Absolutely. You gotta get that shit out your head.
Yeah.
If it's go time, it's go time. You better lock it up. You better get ready. You know what I mean? No matter what you're about to perform, it don't matter. A comedian, a fucking actor,
comedians.
whatever.
That's probably the hardest job in the world.
They say
to
go.
be a comedian might be the hardest job in the world because you getting up there trying to make people laugh.
And laughter is it's the best medicine, but it's the hardest to
because
create.
Everybody's sense of humor is different. So
everybody, you don't know.
What I think is funny, you might not think is funny.
Exactly, and it's hard to get everybody in that room to laugh at the same shit.
That's probably the hardest job in America, standing up on stage.
But I was listening to Yellow Wolf, man, and I'm like, going back to what we were talking about for the first episode, you got these artists that were underground, and then, they came up for a little bit, and they decided, fuck that, I'm going back to underground. I'm going back to my own label. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing the mainstream shit. Now, there is a way to describe that and to where artists who are coming up can understand that it's okay. You're not being a fucking sellout because you just wait for a little bit to get your fucking name out there. You know what I mean? But Yellow said in an interview that, Jimmy Iovine said it to where you're just making a pit stop. You're filling up on gas. You know what I mean? You're going to take whatever we can help you with. And then you're on your fucking way. Give us 4 fucking CDs, your albums, and then you're back on to do whatever the fuck you want.
You think mainstream means sellout?
No, I don't.
No, I don't either.
I don't either. No. But nowadays, when you got dedicated artists that are fucking, own labels, they don't give a fuck about the big labels, and they look at you like, oh, fuck you, you're selling out.
Because some people, just like you said, Eminem, he still make the same type of music as far as subject matter.
Yes.
But people love it, so he's selling records. That don't mean he's selling out.
I don't think me personally, I don't consider it selling out. But I'm also not a artist making tons of fucking money either on my music, so I can't tell you like what the contract looks like or. You know what I mean? Like, say if I was to say, oh, fuck it, I want to go with Slum American, or I want to go with, and look for people out there that don't know, Slum American is Yellow Wolf's label. Like Strange Music is Tech Nine's label. And we talked a little bit about this last episode. We're going to talk about it a lot more right now because that's what we're doing on this fucking episode of Artist Swap Talk Shop White FeVeR. Fucking hell, White FeVeR episode. We're going to start dropping some white artists. Fuck it. But they got to be good. Like you said the last time, we don't drop shit that is dookie, people. We're not going to tell you to go look at somebody if we don't at least think it's good enough for you to go and put your ears to. Yellow Wolf is definitely an artist you're going to want to listen to. At one point of his career, he's going to get you just like Tech Nine. I mean, the dude's smart. He can write. He's fucking good at chopping it up. Check him out.
Music is subjective, though. Because what you think is dope, I might think is terrible. So
well, that's why I said he's going to get you in some kind of way. You might not appreciate his lyrics. You're going to appreciate the music, though. Something's going to get you.
Depends on your taste in music.
Yes, it is. True. It does. But have you listened to Yellow?
I listened to a little bit.
Yes. So, and yes, it is different from...
First time I heard him, I think was on I think he's on Big Boy's album. I didn't know who he was.
Nope.
Yep. I didn't know he was a white rapper, to be honest with you. I just know he sounded good.
Yes.
Then when I looked him up, I listened to a few songs. I like him.
Yes.
I like him.
So, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying you're going to go out and be like, oh my God, this dude's right. He's the fucking best rapper ever made. No, that's not what I'm saying, people.
Definitely not.
And I'm never going to sit here and say that I'm going to say that you're 100% going to say he's good. But check him out at least. You know what I mean? Like, check out his styles. It's the same writing since he started out, even if he went to a mainstream for a little bit, which was Shady Records. Come on. That's like going to fucking... I mean, you're being an idiot to tell Shady no. You would be a fucking moron if Shady came to you and was like, look, I like your shit, let's do some stuff.
Right. Well,
But you're
that
tell
all depends
Eminem
on
to
what
fuck
type
off?
of. It all depends on what type of audience, not audience, but yeah, I guess it all depends on what type of backing you already have a following.
Yeah, but you know.
Because nowadays you don't really need a record label.
No,
if
you
got
don't.
the following on YouTube.
Yeah, if you could get the
these other
numbers,
outlets,
you get the numbers somewhere, you could get them.
Yeah,
And a lot of people,
somebody
numbers
doing
don't matter.
and don't want to split that with the record label. He wouldn't be a fool to tell Shady no.
True. But come on.
But most people wouldn't do that.
No.
That spotlight is too bright.
Yeah, it's too bright,
it's
dude.
Too bright to say
you
no.
say no to that, you
Yeah.
might not get that spotlight ever again. That's another thing, too. Yes, you may have your YouTube followers,
but that light is going to be
but
super
that light's
bright.
going to be super bright if you fucking don't. I mean, if you say no, that light will be there, but it's going to be dim.
Because I'm sure
it's going to be
what
dim.
you said the guy that signed with Eminem?
Which one?
Not Tech Nine, the other guy that signed with Eminem.
Grip?
No, the one you was just saying.
Yellow Wolf?
Yellow Wolf.
Yeah.
I'm sure that helped his career a lot.
Oh, it did.
Just by signing with them.
Just to get, and plus,
Yeah.
you got to remember too, like you said, it's going to be in what the artists themselves who are signing with somebody
Depends on what
wants
you're
to do.
looking
Obviously, Yellow Wolf did was his fucking dream. You know what I mean? What white rapper with
Not just white rapper.
Just not white rapper. Anyway,
if it was a
Grip
brother,
is another. Grip is
yeah.
another artist
If
for
it was a
Shady
brother,
Records.
let's just say he had a following of 10,000 people in Eminem saw him, and
Yeah.
he not gonna turn it down.
No, dude.
It's like with 50 Cent. 50 Cent was in the streets. He had a
Exactly.
bubble.
Yep.
But he wasn't gonna turn that deal down with Shady. And,
No,
and
definitely
Dr.
not.
Dre.
So I got so but Yellow Wolf did it, and then he went, and now he has his own label. He's signing artists. He's working with DJ Paul. He's got a lot of different DJs. He's Slum
DJ
American.
Paul.
They made an album with
they making an album
oh
together?
God, it's fucking so dope. It's called
out?
Slum Mafia.
It's out?
been out for like 2 years. 3 years.
I'm gonna check it out.
Now
So-
you got to remember, DJ Paul makes a lot of Yellow Wolves. Like they work together on a lot of
They
shit.
do. So
but
he made all the beats for the album.
Yes, and
So
then they
one rapper, one producer. Those albums always come out great.
yes, but DJ Paul drops a lot of lyrics on that shit.
So he
too.
rapping on that too.
Oh yeah, dude,
Okay.
it's sick. It's called Slum Mafia,
I'm gonna check it out.
and it's a Slum American record album, but. Dude, it's so sick. He's got a lot of people that come on. They do a lot of good songs. He did a song with Gangsta Boo. He did a song with Caskey. He did a song with fucking Ritz.
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check
it's
it out.
sick, dude.
So it's DJ Paul.
Yep, and Yellow
And
Wolf.
Yellow Wolf.
And
Okay.
other artists, but it's called Slum Mafia.
Slum Mafia.
Yeah, it's like,
Okay.
and the CD, it's called
I get it, Slum Mafia.
but
I
it's
get
Trans Am. The name of the CD is Trans Am. Slum
I'm
Mafia,
gonna check
Slum
it out.
American.
I'm gonna check it out.
Check it out. It's
Yeah.
fucking
Next
dope.
episode, I'll let you know what I think about it.
Yeah, please do, because I'll tell you what, man. When that song any song
You
kicks on.
rarely see that now.
Yeah, dude. From front to back. I'm promised. From front to back, every song is fucking. Oh
And
my
DJ
god.
Paul, he
So.
do what he do.
They do it, and they do it so well, and I give them mad props, man. Like, it's not easy to fucking start your own shit. It's not easy to fucking get followers. It's not easy to
Right.
get fucking artists that have followers that are gonna fucking help your label rise. They're doing festivals. They're doing all different
He
types of
coming off
shit.
the deal with Shady Records, so he should.
Yeah, he's
good.
He's
eating
flourishing,
good.
like we said
Yeah.
with Tech Nine. He's
Everybody
flourishing.
know who he is.
Yeah,
He
he's
eat good.
they're actually touring. Me and you talk. I wanted to go to it. We just missed it. They were in Portage, Indiana. They were touring 3-6 Mafia and fucking Yellow Wolf. I wanted to go so bad.
They still touring?
Yeah, but they're long gone. The fucking Midwest. I can't go fly to no fucking California to go see them. I'm not one of those
So
guys.
they still moving around though. They still
Yeah, they're
moving
still
around
doing
touring.
it. Yep. But they'll be
Okay.
back. Obviously, if one of
Yeah,
them
they are.
passes or something, and be back. But they'll be back. They have so many different artists coming up now. Even like artists that were like Jelly Roll, motherfuckers
What
didn't
camp
know.
is he from?
What's that?
What camp is he from?
He grew up in Atlanta. He's Atlanta dude.
Is he a singer and rapper or just singer?
Yeah, he's both. Yeah,
do both.
Jelly Roll.
Yeah, I
but
like Jelly Roll.
I'm not a big fan of him.
A few songs I heard was cool.
But my wife always knew who he was before he got big.
Okay.
And then he got big, and now he's getting even bigger. I mean, that motherfucker's
So did he come up under a camp or a crew, or he just on his own?
on his own.
Okay.
But he was recognized by Yellow Wolf. Yellow Wolf helped his career. Yellow Wolf helped. Now, believe it or not, he's helped a lot of fucking careers. Even if he doesn't get the recognition for the help that he's doing, he has helped a lot of money. He's helped Ritz get on. He introduced them to Tech 9. He's helped fucking Jennings Struggles, all those guys.
Okay.
You know, the list goes on, man. And if you don't know half of the guys that I just named, go check them out.
That's what Google's for, right?
That's Google for. That's what DuKe and LILg are here for, too, to go help you recognize some artists you may not heard of. Go check those motherfuckers out, because all of them are good enough to check out. Definitely, man, definitely. They got this welcome to the fucking I'm-in-your-face type attitude that you just can't deny, you know? And I got for my swap for later on, which I'm not going to get into right now because we still got 10 minutes before we get into that part. He's going to blow some motherfuckers' minds, and I already know you know who he is, but not know who he is, but you've heard his name, and and like I said, I'm not going to drop him until we get into the last 10 on the talk half part or the swap part. But Yellow Wolf brought him up. Yellow Wolf got him known, passed on, or whatever the fuck you want to say. Yellow Wolf used to just stop into like open mic nights.
Okay.
People didn't know who he was, or you knew who he was, but he would be hiding in the crowd just to see what the fuck was
He's just
out
trying
there.
to check out the talent.
And he came across a dude that he could not just pass the fuck up. And yeah, dude. So yeah, he's helped out a lot of motherfuckers, man. He's helped out a lot of people, and that's what I like too, man. I like the artists that actually will fucking help motherfuckers, man. Like, not just like, hey, you get some shit, I'll sign you. Like, no, he's good now. I gotta call somebody.
I think those days are over too.
Those days are over.
People are putting together their own labels and putting their own stuff out on YouTube.
Yeah, those days of coming across that artist that has to help you, you're probably not going to find too much.
Or just artists looking for a label deal.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that's over, man, because motherfucking King ISO just signed to Strange Music, and that was 4 albums ago.
But that's more independent, though, right?
Well, it's independent, but it's still a label nonetheless.
Okay.
We talked about that. That's a major, right?
Okay.
Then we discussed that before.
Right.
Major independent, because the major independent is somebody that
like
is going to
Strange
be,
Music.
yeah, dude. That will definitely, you know.
Who else would be a major independent?
Major independent as far as like has other artists that are fucking flourishing. I don't know too many other
my man
major.
in Tennessee with Yo Gotti. That would be a major independent.
Yes,
Yo Gotti.
yes,
He got a lot of people up under him.
And Tennessee is another. That's obviously part of
Yo Gotti.
the almost, because I'm not sure. Is Midwest or Tennessee part of Midwest, or does that start branching to the South?
That would be more South.
South,
yeah,
right? Yeah, depending on where because that's going to interrupt if you don't hear it already. You might want to.
I turned it down.
Okay.
Oh,
No, do you hear it interrupting? Like it's going to pick up.
Oh yeah, I muted it.
It makes a weird sound in like the closer you get to the computer or that, it's going to interrupt.
Yeah, I just muted it.
That's why I just fucking chuck mine over there.
Yeah, I just muted it.
Anyways, back to it. Yes, Tennessee would be more south. Midwest, I guess, Midwest choppers, they're going to pick people out just to bring them into the areas of their areas, I guess, even if they're not from Midwest, like they did a couple motherfuckers from the south they brought into the Midwest. KC is a Strange Music. That's Kansas City.
Okay.
And
Midwest.
Midwest Detroit is Midwest. Chicago
Midwest.
is Midwest. So I'm just trying to let people know where the fuck your cutoffs are for your Midwest choppers. You know, Twisted.
Now, Midwest choppers, explain that to people who don't know what that is.
Okay, yes.
Because I didn't know what it was when you first mentioned it.
Midwest choppers is a whole bunch of fucking fast rappers that will blow your fucking mind.
Twister,
all
Thugs.
Different locations.
They got the Twister vibe.
Yeah, Twister is the one who started Midwest choppers. But he's got, so you could take Ritz, take fucking King ISO, he even did a song with Eminem and threw him in Midwest Choppers collection.
Eminem was from the Midwest.
Yeah, but he chopped it up with them. King ISO chopped it up with him. Snake Lucci. Dude, the list just keeps growing and growing and growing. But I mean, obviously I'm not going to keep spitting them off. But yes, it's a definition of taking all the Midwest states, taking a lot of artists from those different states, and throw them into a category. And that would be Midwest choppers.
That would be Midwest choppers.
Yes, and they chopping it up left and right. And they're fast. Let's not. So I think we were talking about a little bit. You could define East-West, and you could define West Coast. You definitely could define Midwest too, because it's their style.
You can almost take any rapper and listen to him for a song or two, and you know figure out where
yes,
from.
Yeah. And Midwest has definitely adopted that. KC, every kind of fucking like Atlanta, like dude, Atlanta is like actually though. Let me back that up because that's where I'm saying like it starts to like split the regions in Atlanta because Yellow
some
Wolf.
Atlanta rappers that spit like that, right?
So Yellow Wolf is south, but when he goes into like Atlanta and that state, like just upper right or upper left or bottom down south, Midwest, like it, you know what I'm saying? Like there's different areas where they say, "No, motherfucker, I'm Midwest or I'm South." You know what I mean? From their point of view
because you
of
probably
where they're
got
at.
transplants from other cities from up here that move down there and they taking their style with them.
Yes, exactly. So then KC will say, "Hey, man, fuck that. We know a lot of people from Atlanta. We're adopting them." You know what I mean? So, but it's great to see because, man, I'll tell you right now, I love a lot of artists from the Midwest, and I am all for it. Obviously, that's why we're also here too. I support a lot of artists from the Midwest, and people who live here should.
What you think about Common? Being a Midwest artist.
I do. I don't like listen to him on a daily basis, but fuck yeah, and you gotta, dude. He did a lot. He put us here on the map as well. I mean, not a lot of people know where he's from, but he is from here. Chicago.
They should know because he mentioned the city
a
in
lot,
just about every song.
Yeah, so.
But he just came out with an album with Pete Rock. Is real. Is hot.
I haven't heard it yet, but
Pete Rock did the whole album. Is he on that spitting again?
You gotta give Common his dues, man. He did fight, but you said it last time too. How did he get big? He didn't get big by fucking sticking around here.
Most people have to leave.
You gotta leave to get that motherfucking recognized. So, and that's because the labels aren't here, man.
That's
the studios are, but the labels are not.
No labels.
So when I said last episode, when I said we have the studios, we do. We do not have major labels in the Midwest. Motherfucking artists can be flying over and like, hey, I gotta.
New York and LA.
New York, LA, fucking East and West.
Yep.
But when an artist has a great idea and he's flying in the sky and he's like, look, you got to fucking land and you got to land now because I need to record something. Where the fuck are we? Well, we're in Chicago. Land, motherfucker. I got to get to that studio. I got this idea and I got to get it the fuck out. Land. That's where they're going to land. They're going to come into the studio in Chicago and they're going to fuck it up. And then they're going to move on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they can record it and they can take it and put it under their shit. They're not going to they don't have to stay with that studio just because they recorded it there. They pay them and they move the fuck on. You know? And we have a lot of those, a lot of studios, a lot of fucking studios. There's actually one where people could like learn. It's like a school/studio.
Learn what
how to do everything.
The technical side.
Yep. How to be an engineer.
Engineering.
How to be an engineer, producer.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to do with it. I went there and I checked it out. It was bullshit, let me tell you that.
Yeah, I don't think you can teach nobody how to be a producer. You can teach
you
somebody
gotta,
how to engineer.
Yeah, you can, but you can't.
You got to have an ear for music to be a producer, so I don't know if you can teach that.
No, I mean, but you can.
You can teach somebody the technical part as far as sampling.
Yeah, sampling and throwing it in there. But producing is also not just like producing. You need the ear, and you need to know where levels, and you need to know a lot of shit.
Most producers were what? Great DJs before they started producing.
Except for
most of them.
A lot of people don't know, but
most of them were DJs.
Eminem has produced a lot of songs that are big that nobody knew he produced it. And I'll drop one right now.
He learned up under.
Yes. Well, true. Yes. The doc showed him the fucking way. But I'm going to drop one that not a lot of people know he produced, and it's a badass song. And it's with Jay-Z. Mm-hmm. And you know what I'm talking about, right?
Which one?
You never heard it? It's called, Renegade.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a renegade.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah. He produced it.
And
him and Jay-Z killed it on that fucking song, dude. Mm-hmm. I love that song, man. That song is dope. Jay-Z killed it. He killed it. But, yeah, not a lot of people know. And, yes, if you know his sound, yeah, you can do time, but people that don't know, yeah, he produced that motherfucker. Yeah. And it came out, and Jay-Z was like, yeah, do it, you know. Obviously, there might have been a little struggle power there. Because I believe okay, look, it's hard to say this without people being like, that's not true, but any artist that knows what the fuck they want coming out of that speaker and how they want it should know something of producing, okay? Because if you're in your home, and
that makes sense.
You're recording yourself, and you didn't know where your levels are, and you gotta fix that shit. Nobody, Dre ain't gonna come down here and fix my shit. I gotta fix it myself.
And you know how you want to sound.
Exactly. So
I get it.
You know what I mean? So any artist is kind of somewhat underlying producer, but they're not a full fucking producer. Because Dre could come in and say your shit sounds like shit.
Let me fix it.
And that's a fucking producer you don't want to say no to either. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You don't. I'm sorry, but you say no to him, you're a fucking retard. Sorry. You don't know. You don't know what you want. He knows what you should want.
And he got the years of experience to back it up.
Years of experience. But once again, too, that goes back to like a lot of artists are trying their shit on their own anyways. So they're going to do whatever they have to get that sound, you know?
But that's why a lot of music is like it is now, too.
Yes.
Everybody think they can make beats. Everybody think they can rap.
So I know it's been a long time.
And that's just not the case.
No, it's not.
It's just, I mean, you can tell it's a lot of music out here that you just turn your nose up at.
There's a dookie.
What the hell is this?
It's like, what the fuck are they doing? What are they thinking? Who are their fucking inspirations and influences? Because I'm sorry, you're growing up on some fire shit and you're making dookie. What the fuck happened to you?
It's not what happened. They just don't have it.
They don't have it. They think they have it. And some guy that heard him make it, and he works for a company, was like, let's sign him. And now he's making shit music that people like. And people are listening to it. I'm not naming any artist either right now, but there's some motherfuckers out there dropping shit like, what the fuck?
Also, a lot of people dropping
like, come on,
garbage.
Man. I know it's been a while, people, since we did our first episode, but
we had a second episode, but we had
to scratch
to get
that
the eraser and scratch it.
That sound did not come out the way we wanted. But when we left, we did swap artists, and you gave me J. Root the Damager.
Mm-hmm. And you gave me Snake Lucci.
Yes, sir. And we went and we did our due diligence on each artist. I listened to much as I could in a week, like I talked about. Mm-hmm. I listened to 3 albums, and each album I listened to was fucking, obviously was good. On your boy, dude. Seriously, like there was no, and let's clarify too, because obviously my man Duke has been listening to hip hop and that for a long time. And if you guys don't remember, I have not. high school came. That's when I fell in love with hip hop. So a lot of artists that he may introduce to me, I may not fucking know. Maybe you guys know or heard, but didn't really listen to. So that's where he might be dropping a little bit more older school artists than new school artists, right? Correct?
Probably.
You know,
I don't listen to a lot of the new stuff.
Because I got a couple of messages like, how the fuck you never heard of him? Let's go back to what I said, people.
Right. Go back to what you said.
You know,
you just
like I was listening to Manson, like, you know, when I was 12 and shit. I wasn't listening to J. Rue.
That's cool, though. But that's why you can always go back and check it out and see if you like it or not.
And I do. I'll fucking do it. And you know what? I think we were talking about this a little bit too. There's a lot of fucking beats that he has, whether he did them or didn't do them, that has the raw sound.
I think DJ Premier produced all of it. The first two albums.
Well, you said the third album he didn't do any of it.
I think he just did the first two.
Okay. Because I do love a lot of the beats off of the third album.
Yeah,
but
I had to look that up. I don't know who did them, but I love the third album.
But you can tell.
Divine Design.
Drums over a program. And that's
you talking about live drums?
Yeah, dude. Okay. And they use a lot of the live sound, and it doesn't matter here because there is a difference from picking a live sound out of a program and actually recording live sound. Yeah, okay. And you can tell the difference. And if you can't, then you don't make music. I'm sorry, but you don't.
See, the average listener wouldn't.
Yeah, the average, yes.
And I probably wouldn't know that, but I listen to
love it.
Enough of it.
And I hear a lot of it in those. Each album has a couple tracks where it's just straight up drum set, and it's dope.
See, you playing the drums, you would hear that.
Yes, exactly. And I'll tell you what, man, it's helped me practice on my shit because now I have it right outside the door right there, and when I start making a beat now on the drums, no matter if it's what kind of beat I'm starting, if it's making a hip hop beat or if I'm gonna go into like a song. My daughter heard one that I was making. She came out. Let me tell you, my daughter obviously knows a little bit about music because of her dad, and you know, so she came downstairs and she tapped me. I had the headphones on. She tapped me on the shoulder and she's like, "Dad, that beat sounds really good."
See, she liked the way it sounded.
And I was practicing singing over the beat, so she liked it all. You know, she went into saying that it sounds good what I'm saying too, but I was just practicing. I think I was singing more or less than spitting, but she still liked it either way. You know, because now too, like I could create a song if I want, and I could pick what direction I want to take it.
As far as what?
Music-wise.
Okay.
Like, do I want to say that for one of my boys that knows metal? Or do I want to flip this and start putting it to LILg? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I can pick now, too, which is pretty cool, which I never had that ability.
That's cool.
A long time ago, because, like I said, I started playing the drums. My brother burned my drum set. Motherfucker got wasted and burnt it, and then I never got one again. And so I was always in music. I was writing, all those bands and shit, but I never took up a full instrument. Like, I do know how to play song here or two on the guitar.
That's a good thing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I am self-taught in many aspects, but I never, dedicated to an instrument except my vocals.
Okay.
Now I'm dedicated, and I feel great.
To the drums. And get better with the drums.
Because it's like I've been playing for years already. That's why I think I'm so in love with it. Because let's say, I got to sit and practice for hours.
That's the only way you're going to get better, though.
That's the only way you're going to get better, but I'm impatient when it comes to some things. Learning how to make beats, I had to be patient. And I think that helped me in the aspect of getting ready, too, of learning an instrument.
Okay.
Because when you're working with the programs and you want to pick your sound and you got to go through 1,000 different samples or 1,000 different instruments.
You got to be patient.
You got to be patient.
You got to be patient.
You know, unless you already know what that instrument sounds like or whatever. But let me tell you something. In these programs, no matter if you buy it fucking whatever, wherever, whatever you do, there's tons of different shit in each one. So I love the artist you gave me. I think he was definitely a perfect artist for the show.
And what do you think about him lyrically? Because he's not rapping about a lot of stuff that a lot of known rappers rap about.
Lyrically,
selling drugs and shooting.
Lyrically, I am in. I think he's a genius.
Okay.
He knows how to write.
Yeah.
He knows what he wants to say, and the shit he's talking about is real. It's not fucking,
And that was back in, the first album came out in 94. All that stuff is relevant.
Yes, irrelevant to that time, relevant to that life, relevant to the East Side, which, by the way, we were talking about this.
Relevant to the West Side, the North, the South.
If you got your fans, well, let's back that up too. Because obviously, no matter where you live, if you can relate to somebody, you're going to relate to them, right? How they get that message across can be totally different.
They're just using different slang, probably.
Different slangs, different ways,
That's it.
So,
same message.
But same message indeed. But there is a different sound. That's why people know when a song that Dre made comes on, or if they got the little diddler, fucking Bad Boy Records made a song. The fucking diddler on the case. Fuck that. I knew that motherfucker wasn't right from the... I never liked him, never fucking listened to his music.
I always liked Puff. So you never listened to Biggie?
Nope.
Well,
Biggie.
But Biggie is Puff. So,
Biggie,
Puff ain't no rapper, so...
Biggie was writing Biggie, though.
True.
Puff, when he
But you said you never listened to his music. That's why I said you never listened to Biggie. I don't know nobody.
Producing-wise, yes. Music-wise and his own shit, no.
Well,
his own fucking dookie shit, no. No. And when it comes down to it, I just never liked that motherfucker. Sorry. Doesn't matter how big he was. The only thing I liked him in was that movie he did where he was fucking rubbing the wall. Does it get him to the creek?
Oh,
I'm fucking high as shit.
Get him to the creek.
That shit was funny and I liked him. But besides that, I don't fuck him. He getting what he's deserved anyways. He's a fucking weirdo.
I always mess with him, so it is what it is.
But do you sit there and say, "Oh man, that sucks. He's locked up now. There's not gonna be any great music coming from him anymore."
I don't think about the music because he ain't really been making great music lately. I mean, he stopped with the music, so I just one of them things where you keep doing the same shit over and over, you're gonna get caught.
Were you shocked by his charges?
Yeah,
you were shocked by his charges. See, that's why I guess
I was a little shocked because I guess the definition of trafficking, I didn't really know the whole definition of. So I would say I was a little shocked.
But it goes further too than just trafficking.
It was a few charges.
There's a lot of shit.
But you said was I shocked when I heard trafficking? I was shocked because. I guess I didn't know what the definition of trafficking was.
Trafficking is just selling another human being in general. Sex trafficking or labor trafficking work or whatever. He was not only trafficking, but he was like grooming and maintaining and fucking...
Allegedly. He ain't been charged.
Sorry, people. My man Duke's right. Allegedly, because they're in America.
But in America, you guilty first until they prove you innocent. So you know how that goes. So,
anyways, we don't know if he's guilty. Allegedly, he's guilty.
Allegedly, he got a lot up against him. I'll tell you that.
Allegedly, he likes a lot of shit, different things, whatever. He's.
But no, am I surprised at the entire scope of it? Because people in the entertainment industry been doing
weird shit
he
for a
about to
long
get locked
time.
up for possibly for years.
Yes, and let's not forget people. R. Kelly, my motherfucker
they
gone.
Gonna keep doing it.
And they're gonna keep doing it. You're right. This ain't the first. This ain't the last. And it's not going to ever stop, unfortunately, because fucking people are weird, man, and do weird shit.
Like I said, just because everybody doing it, it don't make it right.
Money changes people. Drugs change people. Fucking fame, power. So, yeah, you're right,
power
bro.
Definitely changes people.
Is it surprising? No, because it's just another fucking artist that fucking got caught.
I'm not surprised.
Star or fucking artist, it don't matter.
After him and all of this is over, it'll be another one.
It will. Yeah, it will be another one, and it's going to be...
It's not going to stop.
It's definitely going to be...
Stop.
So, what do you think about Snake Lucci?
I listen to Snake Lucci. I listen to.
You could tell where he was from.
Yeah, as soon as I heard him, I could tell he's from the Midwest. As soon
Midwest.
as I heard him, I hear the style, and I liked it. I liked it.
Now, I guess I wanted to clarify something about that too, because I kind of said something in the last episode that maybe were like, maybe people would get confused. I didn't when I said, because you asked me like, who does he remind me of, and I said he reminds me of East style writing, but he. Snake Lucci, but his style, his flow is Midwest, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
But his writing, Put the Mask On, The Great Heist, I like that shit. And when I listen to it, and I'm sorry, you can say it's not or not, but like Lala Darkman, he has that type of story too. You know, if you ever heard Heist of the Century. That was Lala Darkman CD, Heist of the Century, one of the best fucking albums.
It's been so long since I listened to it. That was in the late 90s.
His writing reminds me of that writing, even though his flow and his style was Midwest.
Okay.
You know? He talks about it, man. He got locked up. He was locked up for fucking 10 years.
I was just listening to his flow. I can even in one of the songs I heard, he said Twister was a big influence. I could hear him. I could hear him. Just the way he rhymed. But I did like the fact that, he was rhyming about a lot of the stuff that everybody rhyme about, but a few of the songs he switched it up. So
he did. He's got his own style, and he is another person that has his own label. That was Snake House Productions or Snake House labels. So Snake Lucci has his own shit too, but he did it, man.
If you want something to bump and ride to, that's definitely something to ride to.
And especially if you like Midwest rappers. If you never heard Snake Lucci, you like Midwest rappers, you like that kind of style, definitely check him out. He's definitely worth checking out if that's what you like.
He can rap. He can. He's not BS.
Now he's done songs with other bigger artists, so you might have even heard of him, and you just didn't know that was him.
When you told me that was the one I was going to be looking up, I heard the name, but I couldn't get the.
That's why we're here too, right? Yeah. Because you heard the name, you might have known.
But I couldn't think of a song that I heard of.
Because you might have seen his name tied with a featuring Snake Lucci, but you guys probably never stopped and was like, oh shit.
But is there a few rappers that got the name Lucci in it? No, or is he the only one?
No, there's Lucci's out there.
See, that's what I thought.
But there's Snake Lucci. There's because Lucci means money, so it doesn't matter. Whether, you know what I mean? Snake money, Lucci, whatever. I don't.
But that's what I don't like. I wouldn't want nobody else to have the same name as me.
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Because when I typed in Snake Lucci, a few other Lucci's came up. I was like,
there's like a Lucci something, like a Lucci. There's a couple out there, and I don't,
like I said, I wouldn't like that.
I don't know how many. There's probably a lot good more that we don't even know
but I'm
about.
sure there's nobody else that sound like him because it seemed like he got his own style.
He does.
Because he was. Some of the songs he started out rhyming, then he slowed up.
And you're talking, okay. I know, and you're right. And I asked you if you heard that album because that album, it's a distinct album you're talking about too.
I don't know the name of it. Is it the last album?
Yeah, the Strange Dark. I forgot the name of it because it's newer for me too. But yes, you are right, and that CD is different. It's different, but it's good.
I'm going to look it up.
So if you guys want something different that's good too.
Like I said, if you want something to bump.
Yeah, definitely.
Something to bump and ride to and nod your head. And then, lyrics that might make you say, wait a minute.
Yeah, wait a minute. Okay, he knows.
Yeah, he going to make you think a little bit.
So my next thing I wanted to say, and why my man Duke's looking up on the off scenes, looking up that CD real quick. We're going to go ahead and start swapping our two artists because we are coming to our first full 1 hour episode, people. I want to first give out our sponsor. Shout out to Pringles. I'm just fucking playing.
Yeah, you might have to take
delete
that off.
I delete. No, seriously though. We don't have any sponsors, but if anybody would like to sponsor us, we're more than welcome to listen. I'm gonna drop a guy on you that a lot of people.
Dark Sessions.
Yes.
The name of the album.
Dark Sessions, and that is a good album, man. That shit was. I liked
Dark
it.
Sessions. I think I listened to Dark Sessions in River City.
Yeah, that's a good one too. Anyways, My artist that I'm gonna bring to the table.
So shout out to Snake Lucci though. Yeah.
Yeah, Snake Lucci and J. Root.
Oh, definitely shout out to J. Root.
Come on, man.
I've been listening to him for 30 years. That's my man.
That dude. But both those artists last week, if you guys didn't check them out, please go check those guys out as well. And then we're gonna go ahead and start our second swap ever. And my guy that I'm bringing to the little ring of hoping that people will listen and say, man, this dude does got some shit, and he is pretty fucking good. My bro is Ritz, and Ritz is coming from
Ritz,
like
the cracker.
Like the cracker with an extra T.
Oh, all right, TTZ.
Yeah,
Ritz. Okay.
Ritz.
So I take it back. Not spelled like the cracker.
Not spelled well, but it's definitely why he get the name. Why you get the name? Because he's white. Cracker.
Seriously?
Yeah, he even says it.
Oh, okay.
He even says it in his songs. Hey, you're going to own something, own it, right?
Because a Ritz cracker is not white. It's brown.
No, it's not.
It's gold.
But he's got like red hair.
Okay.
He's an artist, man.
No,
Look
I
at
like it. I like it, but a Ritz cracker is not white. Okay.
No, it's not. But I mean,
I get it. That's
kids
what I'm saying.
are kids, right? Kids that don't give a fuck what kind of cracker is a cracker. They gonna call him a cracker a cracker. But he's dope. He's dope. Good. He's on his own now too.
Is that your artist for next week?
Yes, that's the artist that I would like you to actually go and listen to some of these.
I'm gonna check it out. I'll check out Snake Lucci. You know me, I'm a hip hop head, so I don't have no problem with.
Just a little background about him.
I can't say digging in the crates because it ain't no more albums. So going to different streaming services,
blowing off the dust.
Going to different streaming services. I ain't gonna name their names.
Yeah, but
trying to find
but we
looking for.
Yeah,
so
but we got it. You know. But yeah, man, he's got it, man. He's good. He's fucking. I mean, maybe shouldn't sometimes drop it for white or not. Rather, he's gonna follow in the line of that fucking quickness.
Would he go under the not umbrella? Would he go under the line of? Can you hear me?
Yep. Go ahead.
Check.
Going through.
Would Rich go under the line of gangster rapper or conscious rapper or
not gangster rap?
Not gangster.
Nope.
Conscious.
Concept.
Conscious, like he's spitting about politics and issues.
He talks as just storytelling. Let's just say that.
But he would be considered a gangster rapper.
I mean,
he ain't talking about shooting them up and killing them.
When you say gangster rap, I think like Bone Thugs. When
I say gangster rap, the first person I might think of is Scarface.
Well, yeah, but
Ice Cube.
No, it's not that.
Okay.
It's more like strange music type. Because Tech Nine's not gangster rap.
No,
Tech Nine's fucking storytelling or just talking and telling you how he feels.
So
that's how he is, and it's very good, very good.
Oh yeah,
like the stories that he tells, it's all not just fake. It's not. I'm not saying that.
He would be just a rapper that raps about life
rapper. The shit that you've been through, I've been through, anybody's been through. Yeah.
Hip hop shit.
Hip hop shit. That fucking hip hop shit,
right.
man. And if you ever want to like say, hey, if you want to actually listen to him and actually get where he's coming from, I would start off with one of his newer albums, then more or less of his ones that are established.
So go back.
Yeah, I would start off with Ritz going back, and then listen to him now because of the fact that he's established.
What you mean? Is a difference? You talking about? Is it a difference from the songs he was making?
No, but there's a lot of terms that he uses and words that he's brought to the game in his area, and like White Jesus. He's known as White Jesus, and he's got albums as White Jesus. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So like you might start off, and he might talk about how someone might not enjoy hearing that he's called him White Jesus. You know what I mean? But he didn't give himself that name. His fans and his people get him, you know. But I'm just saying, there's a difference in terms of what he's talking about, where he's been. Start off at early ages, but
so go back and check out the early music.
Don't get me wrong, he's great across the board. You can fall in love no matter.
I'm gonna do both, but I'm gonna do like you said.
Yeah,
I'm
just
gonna
start
go back
off
first and start with
I do that anyways. I do that anyways, just because I like to see artists starting out and artists established, because there's a different hunger too, and no matter where you go or what music, there's a different hunger in those first albums to their established albums.
Right.
You know,
I agree with that.
There's a search.
Because the
hunger.
first albums, they hungry.
Yeah.
They probably don't have a lot of money.
Yeah.
So once they get established and got millions in the bank.
Yes. Their style is still good. It's just their writing is a little different.
Less aggressive.
Less aggressive, yes. So, and that's why I got to say.
Exceptions, though. Some people still find a way to. You got exceptions.
By the way, well, those are the diamonds in the rough. Diamonds in the rough with those motherfuckers.
We'll talk about that later, because I'm going to have you go back and listen to it. I'm going to save that for later, though.
So now, who are you going to bring to the table, my friend?
I changed mine. I had you listening to somebody else, but I'm not going to say his name, because I'm going to give you him in a few weeks.
Save him.
No, I got another person for you.
Okay.
I got Pusha T.
Never heard of him.
From the Clips. Good.
Pusha T.
You might not have heard him, but you might have heard a song or two from him.
But that's once
again. He was in a group with his brother.
That's right. Ding, ding, ding. Episode 2.
You heard the song Grinding?
Yes.
That's Pusha.
Okay.
That's him and his brother together, though.
Okay.
But I want you to listen to his solo stuff by itself.
You know I'm gonna. I'm gonna, man.
Maybe 4 albums by itself. I could be wrong. It's 3 or 4.
I'm definitely gonna, bro. Because guess what?
But everything that you like, as far as, because I know kind of your taste in music and what you should love Push.
Okay.
You should love him.
And let's get
he talking about the streets. He talking about.
He got it.
He talking about but he talking about it in a different way.
And I think me and Duke clarified this a little bit. And people, please don't ever think this. We're not here to put people down. We're not here to talk shit about an artist.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna never.
We're never gonna put people down, man. That's not our vibe. Our vibe isn't to put motherfuckers down. If you want that, go listen to a different show where that's what they do.
That's not what we do.
If you want to listen to an artist that you feel like you could get into, and you know that the guys that are talking about it know their shit, because that's why we're here. This is our show. Artist Swap Talk Shop.
This is a celebration.
Celebration of hip hop. Hell yeah, all the fucking way.
By introducing
all the way,
artists
man.
that we never heard of.
So,
never
I have to say, I'm so glad that we can get down to the nitty gritty on that shit, because when we do get the little you just got a whole artist swap talk shop. This is Lil G. I'm gonna help you. And they're like, hey man, I don't agree. No, see, that's not the vibe. We're not here to disagree. We can say that. But we're not, because a lot of people try to take that and to make it into like
all opinions on the show.
Yes.
My opinion of what I like, your opinion of what
all
you
opinions.
like.
We are.
I can't tell G what to like.
No,
he can't tell me what to like, because we both got different not only different backgrounds, but we definitely got different
styles and
different hip hop backgrounds.
Different too.
You started listening to rap when Eminem was on the rise.
Yes.
I started listening to rap when Run DMC was on the rise.
Yes. So it's a different era.
It's gonna be different.
Yeah.
It's gonna be different.
But that's the point of the show too, because now we're bringing artists to our worlds that I obviously, yes, because I grew up in a later year. Like all my artists will probably be a little bit newer,
which is cool, because I don't know a lot about the
Now, hang on now. Let me back this up too, because I don't need to get people confused here too. I'm not talking about new like. Motherfuckers are cutting an album tomorrow new. I'm talking about newer as in and it started up in the 90s,
late 90s new.
2000 shit.
Which these youngsters would call old school.
Yeah, which you motherfuckers are good. New guys are going to call old school. Yeah. Me, that's just new.
Yeah.
Because I'm a motherfucking old.
Yes. We getting there.
We at the halfway point. But let's do this, man. We got our artists.
I got Pusha T on the plate for you.
Yes,
for you to go research.
And I will definitely be in it. Pusha T, and then you got Ritz.
And you got Ritz, as in the cracker.
As in the cracker with an extra T.
With 2 T's. Ritz with 2 T's.
All right, TTZ. Put a slice of fucking whatever you want on that cracker, because that shit's good, bro.
I'm going to check it out.
The music is everything, man. And you'll see that, because I definitely know that I ain't gonna listen to something unless it's got to have something, and Duke knows his shit. You're gonna see, so you'll see that. Oh fuck.
Yeah, mine gotta have like yours. It gotta have some type of substance to it. I can't
you just can't
even
throw
though I
that shit on.
No beats and music.
Yeah.
The rapper gotta be saying something.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, so if you're listening, I'm not talking to Duke himself, but followers and listeners. If you guys want something that you're listening to, or you're looking for a certain, like, writing or something, nah, this ain't what we're doing either. Like his styles and everybody's styles that we bring, it's either gonna have a certain style, or it's gonna have something that we at least think is worthy enough for people to listen to, right?
That's right.
So we are officially out on our second episode. I am so fucking pumped and excited to be back. I'm excited that we got this shit going.
Before we cut the mics off, what you think about the Eminem LL song?
Oh my god, dude. I
Murder
fucking
Deuce.
love it, dude. I love it, bro. And you know what? Not only do I love that song, I love the fucking first song off that new album of LL.
Oh man, the new LL album is ridiculous. It's
Dude,
ridiculous.
I love that
and they
one.
say 50-year-olds can't rap.
Nah.
Sorry,
motherfuckers. Incorrect.
Him, Nas, and there's a few others proving everybody wrong.
Y'all gotta check that shit out.
Common.
You new school rappers, go
But
listen
you like
to
the
it.
song with Eminem LL?
Oh God, hell yeah.
When I first
dude.
heard it, I said, "Oh man,
Oh fuck.
he on there. He keeping up with him.
Yeah,
he keeping
dude.
up with the young boy."
And guess what? Even that whole album
Did
starts
you listen
off.
to the lyrics? They spitting on that.
They spitting.
Yeah,
And
they
if you
spitting
guys
on that.
haven't, if you motherfuckers
I
haven't,
know
you better
y'all
fucking
heard
go
it. If
back.
y'all haven't, go check it out.
Yeah, dude. And we talked a little bit about that last week. That whole fucking album.
But
LL's
that's the
new
first
album.
time they ever made a song together.
Yes, it is. But that whole album is dope.
The whole album is dope.
I'm Little G.
The Force.
I'm Little G. This is my boy.
This Duke over here.
This
Episode
is
2.
Episode 2. White FeVeR. Artist Swap. Talk Shop.
See y'all next week.
Next week, people. Peace.
Peace.
Hell yeah.